This is Official Nerd Business. Hello nerd boys and girls, welcome back to Factorio Friday. We have finally built our laser turrets, we have cleared out the cliffs that were in our way here. So I say let's get a start on building trains. And trains are quite complicated, is it the right word? But you need quite the industrial process to make them. So let's have a look at how that might work. We need a lot of things for trains to work well, amongst which are the actual trains. These take a lot of engines, and engines are over here. We can't handcraft engines. We need an assembly machine to actually craft them. Let's have a look at this warning here. Nothing too serious yet. So for trains we need the engines. And trains need to run on rails, so for that we need some stone and iron sticks. And we need some train stops we can craft by hand. But signals, those you need quite a lot of these. So we will also build a little factory for signals. So first problem is engines, and engines are used in a ton of other things too, so you might want to belt them. I am not going to because they are quite they take up quite a lot of resources, and I don't want to waste those resources at this point, because getting iron is a bit of a iron is in a bit of short supply here, as well as in fact let's fix that first, as well as copper is. We are going to need quite a lot of circuits for the signals, and our copper mining operation here is running a bit dry, so let's take these 4 units and place them somewhere else. This is just to clear out all there is here. Those might not be the most efficient miners, but we still have 2 others. That was on too many. Let's see here. Just this one up here. And the actual next row . Need to wait a second here. Yeah, that's not gonna work, boys. And some of these. So that should fix our copper production for now. But it's definitely not up to the 4 belts we want to run in here eventually. Trains, yes, trains. We also need some stone on the belt actually. And how are we going to fix that? I still have clip explosives on me, I do. Right. If I would run an extra line down here. This is already doubled up. I could make it a triple. Yes. No. Where do we produce steel? Oh, we have the research done. Now we're coming up on blue research on research projects that require us to use the blue science packs. And we can't make the blue science packs yet because those take engines as one of the components, as well as advanced chips, I believe. Yeah, advanced circuits and engines. So those are two things we can't make at the moment. For the advanced circuits we need plastic, and plastic requires petrol, and all the little meager bit of petrol that we have is used up by the sulfur for the batteries for the laser turrets. Man, how am I gonna rock? Yeah, we're gonna belt it. We're gonna belt it. It'll be fine. Also, we will need rocks for concrete anyway, so need to bring it into the factory anyways. Let's see here. Yes, that fits nicely. Like it was meant to be. And here we can actually move out of the way. And now we are up to a rock patch, so let's bring it down and go into the first laboratory. Right. 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 And we will just split this off, have one run around. And now we have rocks on our stones on our belt here. Which we can use to make tracks. That's not a bug, that's a feature. Okay, that's the bus extended for this next bit. Let's build a serious power pole over here. That's nice. Let's see. We need a lot of things. We need one of these to make us the tracks. And this needs. Oh, the red thingy is not a good thingy. It's just a bit of damage to the wall. Let's see. This, I guess, is good enough to build the iron sticks that we need. That's an intermediate product. This will take an iron plate and make iron sticks out of it, which are these usually fed into the rail maker. Come on, guys. Oh, that's a lot. This is becoming a problem. I think what I'll do, between episodes I will build up a bit of the wall and install a couple of our laser turrets, maybe expand power a little bit. That's just me running around the perimeter dragging a wall and placing guns, so that'll be just fine off screen. I want to be able to grab everything I make from the walkway here, so there's that. A couple of boxes. This will be my rail box. Here is a signal box, and here is an engine box, I guess. So you need steel, stone, and iron sticks. So we need to bring up 2 lines. One with the iron plates for the sticks. And I might even yes, I can cross feed that into these 2 machines. This one and This one. 4 signals. After we go change signal and rail signal. These both need the same things, which will be on the same belt. You will take some steel plates or iron plates, but the rest of the iron plates with also some chips on them will be passed along up to here. When you will duly be consumed. Some robotics thingy. We are not yet at robotics. I can't make engines, which you need for the flying robots. I can make plastics yet, which you need for some components. I lack resources quite thoroughly for a lot of those things. But trains are gonna help us with that, so that's a nice thing. Yeah, let's wire this up. You will be next door, I guess. So we need iron and... Oh, this is definitely not good. Yeah. Okay. First, I'm gonna put down some defenses. This first little bit we're gonna build here is gonna be on stream. Let's see here. Oh, factory, laboratories. I have a little defect here. So I'm just gonna take up a couple of walls. Oh, this one got mugged and destroyed, right? So I'm gonna clear a bit here, so that we can run the wall through just nicely. And I just love throwing grenades. I am an evil person. Oh, by the way. 1, 2, 3 dead miners. This little bit can be forgotten. That's not what I wanted to say, but there, I said it. 1, 2 and 3. Gone. Okay, so taking out the walls, it's always a good idea to build up double walls, because if the first wall gets breached, you still have your second wall and you will get a notification of the first wall being breached. So that gives you a little more time to respond to the breach than when you just have the single wall and immediately have your enemies inside the base. I could run the full length of the bus, and I might just, if I take a look at the map here, these guys are quite close to where we are presently. These guys are currently attacking even. The nasty little. I'm gonna help out with defenses here a little bit, because the wall at this point is only singular, and I don't yet have the laser turrets installed. So let's get a move on that. I am going to build a separate power line. These are the small electric. These guys. Down tower. Yes. Oh, this is outside wall even. Right. So up the wall a little bit. Now, medium power poles. Yep, counts. Let's see, we have our visitors right over here. Let's just place one down at every power pole. For now, that should be enough. We can always double them up if we feel the need to, but they take quite the drain on power when they're firing. So let's scale them up as necessary, and for now let's leave some backup firepower here. We could leave them until they're empty. I might just come back and change a little bit on the wall later on. I now notice I always try to keep some room up front to walk through, and this seems to fit barely. Usually I'd like a little bit more space here. So maybe I'll come back and change that up a bit. For now it is very nice. Running the second layer of wall around here. And there is our first real bit of defense. Nice. Did I not already create a factory of power poles? I believe not. Just handcraft them. Okay, what are we doing up here? We wanted some chips and iron to run on this belt. Wait, what? Alright. So iron. and chips going in from this side. I can do this in fact, and then split off here. That's nice mixed belt. And steel and rocks for a second belt here. Where do I want to come in? Behind the iron here. Flammables, why not? It doesn't take many resources, so it doesn't really matter much if we'd put in a quick or a blue or a yellow inserter here. Well, up here, let's grab splitters. I do seem to have some splitters left, but I am very much short on undergrounds. Those are in a box here. And regular belts, I am also out of regular belts, undergrounds. Should I? Yeah, that's not okay. That is definitely not okay. I am going to build a second box here and a splitter here and filter out the underground. I shouldn't do the left, that's fine. No, 2 stacks is fine. So a new feature in 0.16 is that you can put a filter on the splitters and then tell the splitter in which direction to put whatever item you filtered. So here's a belt filled with 2 things, and I can take off one thing on the left exit and the rest will go on to the right. So that's nice, that's very nice. Stone and steel. Too soon. Because I also need some stone. Right. And that's another nice half belt. Double filled belt, if you will. Let's strain these. And this So now we're making tracks and we're making signals. That's a nice start. And I think we're gonna leave it at that for now. Where are my intermediates? Where are my engines? Yes. These one engine takes 10 seconds to make, and we need 20 engines for one train. Locomotive. So I think we need a lot of engine producing capabilities, and we're gonna set that up over here. It needs to be extendable for when we are ready to actually buzz it, because it's something we're gonna use a lot, engines. And the first thing we're gonna put into engines into is our trains, and we're gonna set all of that up next time. I will also construct some defenses, which I will show then. So I will catch you next episode. Thanks for watching this video on Official Nerd Business. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon. Did we discuss everything you wanted to hear, or did we miss anything? Any topics you want to hear on O&B? Leave your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.